find.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Omega 500, and we're going to be looking at animals here on a safari ride. As you can see,
there is something on your right that is called an okapi. I know they kind of look like a zebra, but their closest living relative is actually the giraffe. They are also one of the few species where females are larger than the males. They're usually a little bit taller and stockier. There's also some beautiful bongos on our left. They are orange in color. Both the male and female do have horns. The male's horns are going to be slightly larger and thicker than the female's.
oh,
You might notice
here's
they
some
have
right
some
here.
white vertical stripes along their body. That's a great form of camouflage here in the forest. It actually breaks up their silhouette among all this dense vegetation, so it makes it just a little bit harder for those predators to spot them. And my friends back there, we gotta stay seated at all times, even if I am stopped for animals. Make sure we are always staying seated. Little ones, do not lift them up in the air, please. Now, those are greater kudu you see up on the hillside to your right. They're pretty tall for a forest-dwelling antelope. They're about 55 inches tall. And those look to be females there. I'm pretty sure they're females because they don't have any horns. Only the males of that species have them. And they are some of the longest of any antelope. They can be up to 6 feet in length.
Here with my dad.
They're usually a beautiful spiral pattern. There's a couple more bongos here on our right. Finding all kinds of them here. Guys, also look up and over your shoulder to your left. You're going to see a black rhino that is laying along the rocks there. Black rhinos do weigh about 3,000 pounds. They can also reach a top charging speed.
Oh, here it is, YouTube. Rhino, if you saw it.
Currently, all rhinos globally, they are facing a lot of decline. That black rhino is no exception. There are fewer than 5,000 of those animals left. Rhinos, being as large as they are, they have zero natural predators. Pretty much all that decline is just due to poaching.
So for you guys know, I've been on here before. I'm just showing y'all the stuff they have.
Because some cultures believe that rhino horn has medicinal properties, but it's a very big misconception. Because rhino horn has one ingredient, it's keratin. It's the exact same thing found in your own hair and even your nails. So there's a lot of keratin just on this trunk alone. We are headed into the Safi River. This tends to be home to a lot of water dwellers. So we're going to make sure we're either looking into that river, along the riverbank, even along the river bottom. Those are all great places to be looking. I do see a couple of beautiful Nile hippos to our left-hand side. A group of them like that together is known as a float of hippos. The hippos do spend a lot of their time in the water, and that would make you think that they are excellent swimmers, but they're not. They actually sink very well. They weigh about 4,000 to 5,000 pounds. They do not swim all too well, but they can hold their breath for up to 8 minutes at a time, and that's why you might notice some of their heads are not quite at the surface. It's because they can hold their breath for a long time. Also on the island in the center to your left, those are pink-backed pelicans. Now they are colonial nesters, so a bunch of them will make their nests together. And both the mommy and daddy pelican, they will take turns looking after those eggs. Have that shared responsibility there.
Did not know that, you too. Don't know what these birds are.
Hippos do have a great adaptation for spending a lot of time in the water. Their ears, eyes, and nose, they're all on the tops of their head. That makes it to where they don't have to go too far to take a nice deep breath of air. There's a couple more here that are hauled out on the island there to your left. Get an idea of that size there. They are massive animals, but don't underestimate them because they can run at about 30 miles per hour on land. Now we are coming up to some Nile crocodiles to our left-hand side, guys. Again, make sure everyone stays seated back there for me. Now you might notice some of them are on the riverbank with their mouth open. Now they're not being aggressive or showing those pearly whites to you. They are ectothermic, so they have to use their environment to regulate their body temperature. So usually the best way to release excess heat or to absorb more of it is to lay there with that gaping mouth. If they really need to cool off any more, they're just going to slide on into the river. And we are a little too close to that river bank, so we're going to slide on out of that river and head on up towards the edge of the savanna. This is probably going to be home to some different looking animals. So a lot of the animals we saw back there in the forest, they rely on a lot of these trees for camouflage and safety. But on the savanna, that's sadly is not really an option. The animals out here have to rely on a few different tactics to survive. Not as much camouflage, but you either need to be really big so predators don't mess with you. You need to be really fast so they can't catch you. If neither of those two things are in your favor, just stay together with your herd. Safety in numbers is always a good rule of thumb to live by out here. So the animals out here might look a little bit different because they're going to hopefully demonstrate a few of those different adaptations to handle all the different challenges that living on the savanna does bring. So I know I said there's far fewer trees, but there is a very important, very cool tree on your right-hand side that is called the baobab tree. It goes by a lot of different nicknames besides that, one of which is the tree
I'm going to switch the view so I'm in the video
now,
here.
I know it looks